Renzo gang, what's going on? You already know what time it is. It's your boy Brian Renzo Viz, and I am back with another freaking YouTube reaction video. Now, today, I'm going to be reacting to the making of 8 Points Muay Thai. And with this video, I'm thinking that they this is a video of making of the guys that are currently on the fight team from what I've seen on thumbnails. So with that being said, I'm not gonna spend too much time on the intro. I'm gonna get right into the video, and I'm also gonna give my input on the gym itself and the my training partners that I've had there and the coaches. So that being said, stay tuned because it's this is for you. For all my martial arts people, this is for you. This will probably inspire you to want to get into martial arts. So that being said, let's dive on into it.
My name is Chris Clodfelter. I'm the owner and head trainer at 8 Points Muay Thai. I was a professional Muay Thai and MMA fighter. I always had a passion for martial arts. I got into martial arts at a very early age. I started training when I was 9 years old. So I started out in karate. I ended up getting my junior black belt. And then at the age of 14, some buddies of mine went to a gym where they taught jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. And then after round of getting completely beat down, I just was like in awe. I couldn't believe these guys that had been training 6, 8 months were just smashing me. And so that's when I knew Muay Thai was gonna be my life's work.
Now, now the same thing here. Like when I first, discovered that Muay Thai, was actually taught here, especially in my home city, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very excited, and I wasn't too nervous like I thought I would have been, but I was very, very excited to know that a martial arts that I've always wanted to train in is here in my city. And when I found out, I was like, I got to train here. And not only did they train in Muay Thai at the gym, they also train Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I've taken a couple of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu classes. Unfortunately, I like Muay Thai a lot better than Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, to each his own. Everyone's got their martial art that they passionate and they love more. So Muay Thai has always been for me. Let's dive on back into it.
Started training then and started fighting amateur. Ended up turning pro when I was 20 and had over 40 fights, man. Fought all over. Was the United States Muay Thai Association lightweight champ. Got a chance to be on alternate on the Ultimate Fighter season 12. Fought professional Muay Thai and MMA.
He been working.
For over 20 years. And then after I retired, I just had a passion to share, Muay Thai, a passion to share my art with everyone. I wanted everyone.
Excuse me. And that's one thing about Chris that I do love and respect. He is so open to having new people coming to the gym. Shoot, when I was new, he welcomed me with open arms, and I really appreciate that with Chris. And honestly, like not just him, as being the head coach, but also the other trainers, the other coaches there is a very, very, very positive positive place to train at. And that's why I love that place so much. Like honestly, that's considered my therapy. It helps me get through, it was helping me get through my rough days. It was helping me build my confidence up. And it was also, helping me to, teach me, self-respect, not only for myself, but for my peers and everyone else. And it also taught me a lot of discipline. And it also taught me, saying like to, never be afraid of anybody, of course. One thing about martial arts, especially at 8 Points Muay Thai, it teaches you to really, humble yourself and also to not back down from anybody, not just, from an opponent, but life in itself. It also gives you the courage to, go out and fight for what you want. That's one thing I love about 8 Points Muay Thai.
To feel like a fighter, those feelings you feel in the fight when you have your hands raised, when just that electricity you feel, that just can't be duplicated.
It can't.
So originally, 8 Points was going to be a part-time job, so I could have my training partners. I was in the end of my fight career. I knew I was in the last couple of years, so I wanted a place where my training partners. I'd have guys come up from Atlanta, guys coming down from New York. They'd be sparring partners. So originally, I wanted a place that they could all train, and I could prepare for my last couple fights. And of course, I was going to teach after that. But I honestly, in the very beginning, didn't see it as a full-time gig, but the job I was working at the time decided to let me go. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make 8 Points my life's work.
And that's another thing I love about Chris. He's so passionate about it, and he's very like when I tell you that man is passionate, that's a passionate coach. That's why I feel biased when it comes to like what's the best coaches are in the world. Personally, in my opinion, Chris Claflin is one of the best coaches I've ever experienced in my life. Honestly, because like he literally takes the time out of his day, from his family to come and share his martial arts with everyone. And not just him, I also have a lot of respect for the coaches that, that's under him. I have a lot of respect for all the other coaches, such as, Coach Eric, Coach Joel, the Siegel brothers, all each and every single last one of the Siegel brothers. Caleb, to Jan, to Will, to Logan. Some of those guys I never gotten the chance to train with, but eventually when I go back, I am gonna train with those guys. And especially to the coaches, man. The coaches like they really love to teach you and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do and doing it right, so you don't harm yourself or no one else, and want to make sure that especially if you want to fight, they're gonna take time out of their day to work with you. I mean, you have to you have to put in that work. You have to.
So I put everything into 8 Points. I knew this is why God put me on earth, to share my passion for Muay Thai. And so opened the doors January 4th, 2010, and never looked back. At 8 Points Muay Thai, our goal is to train everyone like a fighter. We have one of the top fight teams in the country. In our 13 years in business here, we've
Hmm.
produced over 100 national and world champions from scratch. We don't believe in taking people from other gyms. I want to build people from the ground up. We want to give
That's
everyone
the thing
a
about Chris I
teachable
do
detail,
love.
not just one of my world champions. I want to spend that time with them,
And
build
coming
that
from me,
loyalty,
I was
build those
trash, and
fundamentals, and we
he
want
built
every
me
single
up.
member, even if you choose to fight or not, to feel
Even though
like
I
you're
was
part of
never
the
on the
team. And
fight
to do
team,
that and you
but
feel
he
like you're
built
part
me
of the
up.
team and you feel like you're one, you're going to give me
Even though I
more
still have a lot more
valuable
to learn when
classes.
I get
You're going
back
to
in
pay
there,
more
because
attention. You're going to
I'm
come
pretty
more
sure the
often.
training, the
So when you
teachings have
step into our
evolved.
doors, we're going to give you that
Besides,
attention to detail. We're going to give
learning
you
the
those
basics.
fundamentals. We're going to make sure we're correcting your technique so that way you're hitting the pads harder. But better than that, we're going to make you feel like you're part of the fight team. We're going to make you feel like you're part of our community. And so that's really what we're all about. We're all about sharing our passion for Muay Thai with everyone.
Yep, yep. Sorry, guys, copyright. But I'm gonna just commentate a little over the music because this is copyright, so I don't want to get hit with no type of strikes. But one thing I will say about this, Chris Clodfelter, like he really puts his heart and soul into Muay Thai. That's what drew me to him. That's why anyone that asks me, where I train at, I give them the address, I give them the name, I give them the number, everything. Like, especially if you even if you don't want to fight, you just want to go there and just lose weight. Personally, I think that personally, I think this is the best place to go. Like I just love Muay Thai that much. I love martial arts that much, and I'm glad that God, brought more, martial arts on this planet. I've always loved martial arts. I always have. It's just a love that I just cannot express. I love it just as much as I love hot wings, which is crazy. I can't believe I just compared martial arts to hot wings, but yes, I love it that much. Uh, Martial arts, it has taught me a lot, not just the fighting, of course, but it taught me a little more on the spiritual side. It taught me to really push yourself and be a better person. And being in Muay Thai, it makes me become a better person, honestly. I forget about all the negativity that's going on, all the drama, like all that built up aggression and anger. I go into that place and I just train my heart out, and I put in that work. I don't leave nothing to chance. I don't take that training for granted. I don't take that training for granted at all. And I met some amazing people, trained with some amazing people, It's just a very this is a very great experience for me. And honestly, it's just something that I've always wanted to do, besides YouTube. I've always wanted to do this, before YouTube, and martial arts is just something that I've always had a passion in, always. And the fact that we have that here in my home city, is just is insane. And I thank God every single day that He blessed me with the opportunity, even though I've not been on part of the fight team yet. But when I get back in there, I will get on the fight team. It takes a lot more than just, going in there just, punching and kicking stuff. Like you have to learn the basics, the basics, the basics, the basics when fights, fundamentals of the basics when the fights. That's one thing Chris and the other trainers always instill in us every time. And yeah, sometimes it is frustrating. A lot of stuff is frustrating a lot, but certain things in Muay Thai I caught on pretty quick. Some things I had to like literally sit and stay after, learn on my own, or just train harder and harder and harder because it's not an easy sport. It's not an easy martial art to learn. Trust me, Muay Thai is not easy, you know. And I just want to thank God first and foremost, thank God Almighty Jesus Christ for even you know directing me and going to 8 points Muay Thai because it is just it's one of the best places in the world. I'm telling you. With that being said, post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you be able to get the videos first. Now, I would like to say this like this is not just for me, this is for anybody. If you have a dream, put it in God's hands first. Always put everything in God's hand and work at your dreams. Don't you ever give up on your dreams ever. No matter how hard life gets, no matter how hard people are in your ear telling you you can't do this and do that or don't worry about that. Forget all of that. Put God first and I'm telling you, you'll be able to do anything that's thrown your way. I'm finally able to do one of my dreams, which is do YouTube. And not only am I doing YouTube, I can technically say I'm a business owner. Like this is my business. I love doing this, and I've had the opportunity to train at 8 points Muay Thai, even though I wasn't on the fight team. But when I do go back, I will be a part of the fight team. I can guarantee you that. This time I'm not playing no games, none of that. I've already gave it to God, and when I get back in there, I ain't playing no games. I'm coming I'm coming to win championships. I'm coming for it all. I'm coming to show my skills and what I've learned and what I've been trained to do. So, y'all, that being said, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for showing me love and support on my channel. Thank you, Renzo Gang. Bring it in, bring it in. Come on, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. That being said, Renzo Gang, I'm out. You feel?